With an army of children fed and tucked up in the barracks, we're off to book club.
Come on in.
Thank you. Beck, nice to meet you.
Shaun, I'm Beck.
Beck, I've got a wine.
Nice, thank you.
That's what people do when they go to book club, is that right? You can put it in the cupboard. I don't know what it is.
No, we'll drink that.
Well, I did read the book. It was about a group of friends and it was associated around a family barbecue.
Joanne's joining Rebecca, Dee and Pauline to talk literature, drink wine and eat strawberries.
I didn't even bring the book.
Neither did I.
Sally didn't bring the book either.
And I've invited Dr. Sally Hunt, an alcohol researcher from the University of Newcastle.
You'd be more embarrassed if we turned up and we hadn't read it.
We hadn't read it. Well, that's fine. The other cliche that's often associated with book groups is wine.
By the time we get to book club, which may happen once a month, we sort of get together and we're actually looking forward to it because our children are driving us nuts by then.
Yeah, they do.
That's why we invented book club.
Life's just so busy. We're juggling more than what we used to, I suppose, and that's our release, and we get together with some supportive girls and we help each other through maybe just situations that we might be going through, and it's a glass of wine that helps that edge as well.
You never used to drink much, Bob.
No.
When I first met you, you didn't drink.
No.
Did I make you drink more?
With women driving Australia's wine boom, little wonder they're the prime targets for marketing. Meanwhile, the internet is full of memes proclaiming wine as mother's little helper and where children's bedtime is wine o'clock. Such images are often accused of normalising alcoholism.
We're only resorting to alcohol because it's legal. Like, let's face facts. I mean, you can go down in the morning to get a litre of milk, but you'll come back with a bottle of wine to fill a glass because, you know what, you've dropped the kids off at school, you spent 45 minutes in the morning. That's a lie. An hour and a half in the morning getting them to school and you're exhausted.
You need to cope. You need to do the things you need to do. The bad news is that when we look at what the data says, drinking to cope seems to be a predictor of that heavier, more problematic drinking. We know that lately we've seen, particularly mums in their 40s, we're seeing a narrowing of the gender gap. So traditionally men have drunk more than women. Historically it's been kind of double. Men drink twice as much as women. And women are out in the workforce more instead of being at home, and there's a whole range of social changes that happened, made it socially acceptable for women to do anything that men do. But the downside of that isn't publicised is that alcohol affects women differently than it affects men. When it comes to things like cancer, liver disease and other health problems, the woman's going to get sick sooner or is more likely.
Former boxer Pauline found her drinking was causing problems.
I was just hitting it and I didn't realise at the time how much damage I was actually doing. They pulled me over and I was over, I blew over and lost my licence on the spot and I was just like, what the hell? I didn't realise how much it actually affected me, alcohol, and how much... I didn't have much education, and I think that's what lacks, is that we don't have education around alcohol.
I have a great faith that people make good choices when they are given the information to make a good choice.
Given the right tools.
But when it comes to alcohol, we're not given all that information in a loud and public way.
Alcohol is the legal drug that has got more consequences to it than any other drug. And it's so potent and accessible.
I mean, it's hard to put the genie back in the bottle, isn't it? It's a socialised drug.
I think close the bottle shops down to a certain amount of days throughout the week.
Well, I'm not sure that's going to be a popular petition, but...